Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nick here with Raw Day Trading, and I am here after a very kind of intense, poorly traded and red Monday. I'm sitting down. Sorry, I'm just checking some stocks here that are moving. I'm sitting down about $400 right now, which is not a massive deal. But at one point, I was down around $900, and I felt like I couldn't get below 800. I was trading price action instead of setups, and that kind of was not so good, especially on these names where I was getting slippage, and then the price action was intentionally just algorithmed. I kind of saw that coming, although I did not adapt to it well. What was that? Tiger. Why was that moving? I did not. I took some L's on on HKD while I was kind of close to the open. I was right on a lot of the trades in terms of like directionally right, but my execution on it was off. And I was just taking, 5-10 cent stop outs back to back to back very quickly. And after, a good amount of those, I ended up down $500 on that stock, which is fine. Right now, this fucking Tutu or Tabex is moving. I'm only up 100 on it. At one point, I was down 400 on it. It was just not moving in a easy way to read. Literally every high just gets sold. Literally, this 85 level needs to be marked out. This 85 level is huge. I like what it's doing right now, although it already kind of did the same thing earlier in the day. Over here, this is what I was looking at. This is where I made the most money. I just like the volume patterns there, where it's like, kind of pushes out shorts. Now it feels like it's doing the same thing, but holding below a level, and so it looks like it's probably gonna like pop up and get reversed. Especially being the second low here, not the first low, like this low right here. It was down below that level. It was kind of jerking around. It kind of does like a double bottom with this first level there. But I was playing more aggressively than I should have been playing, given the pre-knowledge. It's a difficult thing because when I get rewarded for playing big and playing aggressively, it's very difficult to come off the gas and preserve the profits. And my brain, gets a little bit too simplistic. This EV Go just keeps going and going. It's fucking solar powered. Duo, I'm up $35 on it. Yeehaw. I have a lot of fees today. Maybe $50 in fees, and it's pretty early. It's only 11:30. I was trading, pretty decent blocks, and a lot in and out, in and out. I knew I was wrong on TAVX, and I knew I was off timed, and I kind of kept trying to like make up for the mistake, and I never really adjusted well. We're gonna get into the video here in a second. All of the, I'm just trying to set up so I can see. Coming in here, the notes that I had notes. Notes were TOP, HKD, and WHLR are getting tapped as traders are looking for action on big names. Market overall very dry this morning in the pre so far. That was a big indicator. I should have, would have, and could have attended to that. But, being that usually I can make something happen, I was a little too optimistic on my powers. TOVX, a bio name with a micro gap on the daily. And that micro gap was at 225 or 230, and I was looking for it to get up to 230, and that was what I was expecting. It actually kind of got caught in this consolidation zone that's here on the pre-market. Never really gets above it, and I kept repositioning for that break, and it cost me. I even have sketchy action expected. Action is held, and I notice in the level 2, as you can see here, the action is kind of falsely tight. The bid always tracks the ask, or the ask always tracks the bid. Tighter than a natural bid-ask spread on this sort of float and action. Normally, what I have noticed is there's slight delays in buyers and sellers, and when you see such synchronized action here, it generally means, like, if you see it, it's always kind of like synced up here. It generally means that there's one to many algorithms on it. Okay, it's popping up here. What are we going to do? Hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully it just dies before it gets above 71, because I know that this one is a dangerous mover, being that my ability to predict it is a little bit lower. But what I'm seeing here is the volume is really low, and it's holding sideways, which in my opinion is priming up to spook some people out on the short side if they got big and long up here. Although we've seen a lot of stocks, especially with this meme Chinese mema action, doing very testing big broad ranges like this. So it goes up, comes down, goes all the way up, comes down, instead of being condensed and then popping very, very high. So your shorts might be empowered to stick on their game a little bit longer. Some other notes that I have: HKD expected to be main squeeze. My main squeeze, and perhaps maybe a short squeeze. It was my main loss, so it squeezed me. 550 is the target, then maybe 15% chance of hitting 550. Let's see what actually happens. HKD. It blows through 550, doesn't quite get to 6 or 650, but I was pretty sure it was going to do that. I kept taking trades, and this and yeah. I also took a healthy loss, but recovered a good amount earlier on it, on a dip. WHLR was on the side chart. EVGO, floatish high. I don't want to play it. And so most of those comments were on point, especially being the weak market. Let me rewind here to the actual open so we can get an idea of what's going on. This first couple seconds, they're pretty. I hesitated on it. I wanted to see different action, I guess. I was looking for something else, or I was just being conservative, like I wrote to be. Oh, which is fine. Ooh, back to real life. Okay. So I do a lot of price action study. This is probably why I traded too much. I'm kind of heavily weighted on that, and a lot of things that happen here is it's like it'll hold down to the low. This is kind of like very typical. Holds down to the low underneath where a buy point was, and buy point being like I buy, and it dips down 1 cent, makes it look like it's going to fail, and then goes up. And if you're good and quick, you usually get back in on that second hesitation at that low. I wasn't going to play this aggressive like that at the moment. HKD looked like it was playing softball for a second, and like it would be pretty easy to manage. And I had a little bit more patience. I get out for a nice little win there. I mean, a little win is $20, whatever. I was not thinking too much. Get filled there at the lows. It's holding for a second, and then my mistake here was holding through, or maybe I cut it. Yeah, I cut it here. I think that's what I'm watching with you guys. Should have cut it there. That would have been nice, and I cut it right there. Okay, so far, yeah, this is what I mean. HKD was playing like it was going to play nice, or signaling like it was going to play nice. I also was playing differently again with the bids instead of just buying right out, which on this stock helped a lot. Even though I took an L down here. Goes back up to the highs, gets traders salivating. Now, when it comes down to dip, it's going to dip much farther than everyone expects. Classic. And then it's going to rip back higher much faster than anyone can get in or can make a decision to get in. And it's just classic. And so it gets down to 86, 85. I get in at 86, and I cut it immediately for minus 10 cents, and I get back in at 83. Fuck, why'd I do that? All right, that was not a good trade. This was an okay trade, not the best. This next market in, the market in was the mistake. What's this timestamp? 9:35 market back in mistake on HKD. Also 935 is important because it was the so that ends up being a back check on the 1 minute. Oh fuck. Oh, it's dumb. This was a big mistake here, and I have to get out immediately. Wow, for what is that? 20 cents? Ouch. But I get back in, I recognize it's gone a little bit far, and I sketch myself out for a second here. It would have been much more useful if I had just used the market or the limit orders. Limit orders might have saved me a few dollars and made me more reserved on my entries. And then while doing this, TubX does do its going. Making me think I'm wrong on everything, which I'm kind of right on this one. And I get out for a little bit of win. There's not much. I go over to TubX, which I could have just stayed in HKD in that case till it. What happened here? Okay, so I'm trying for a breakout here, but I don't actually, looking back on it, I don't like what happened here. Tries to go high. Buyers load up. Sellers load up. It's a candle that I don't want to play. I don't want to play against. I want to let it marinate for a little bit. Should have been buying right here. I do buy right there. I sell too soon. Ooh. Buy back. Sell too soon. All right, so that was a hard candle to play against just in general. It was an extension candle. Volume came in. All that volume had to unload. And I'm thinking that it's going to go to highs, and now I'm buying at highs, now I'm selling back at highs, I get filled at the high, blah, 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 piece above by 1 cent, it hesitates, I just keep kind of getting rewarded here. Yeah. Yeah, this is difficult. It's very whippy action, and it's like each candle gets tested high and low every time almost. Meanwhile, HKD is going, and this is going to be a run where okay, I sell that for a little winner. Keeps going, and I gotta get back in here. And I sell that for a winner too, but it's a baby winner. There's $20 winners. And then now I'm waiting for it to fail. It's at some significant levels. It's at $5. All the moving averages are right there, and yada yada yada. But then it starts going through. Oh, and then it pops up to 506. And then that's when everyone's like, ah. And this is where I start to botch it. Okay, that was 13 and 11 fills, and then I was out at 8. I buy back at 13. And I sell at 13. This is break even. 21. It keeps making new highs. It keeps creeping. I'm pretty sure it's going to go. And I'm trying to scalp on the way up, but the action is difficult. A couple things I could have done here. I could have used bid orders, but that would have been a bit difficult. This candle's about to close, very strong. I could have waited. Okay, so fill at 22. I exit at 21, and it goes high. I think I was trying for too quick of a scalp here. It wasn't stable enough. And I sold, and right as I sold, it goes. Was it at the highs when I did that? Yeah, it was at the highs. Didn't wait long enough. Could have got out at 30. Could have held till 50, probably. Ooh. I would have been selling there for sure. I'm gonna try a couple more times here. I don't think it's gonna go the way I want it to. Minute 31, having to sell right there. Okay, so I buy at the highs. Again, I'm playing after these extension candles, which even breakouts, it's sketchy. Oh, I get filled really high too. Slippage of 2 or 3 cents. And then brackets me down to the low 20s. Now it's going to go high. There it is. Now I'd be looking to get out at 34 somehow here. There it is. Probably get filled at 30s. No. It's going to bracket low again here. And go high. Now this is a green candle. It's going to make a micro high here. And I'm going to hold a little bit too long. I'm just going to go back down to break even. And I get filled for another 1 cent loss. All right. Give me a sec here. What's going on? Are you going to go? You're not going to go, are you? Yeah. Okay. And then here's some inside baseball. This shit gets dangerous once you start seeing it only being controlled by algorithms. Oh, that's how it was over here. Look at this at the 63 level, 63, 64, 65. There's just no one's kind of coming in to challenge these algorithm levels. So, yeah. Gonna have a trend line now that goes up over here. That's going to be an issue, but it goes up to 85. I don't know. A little bit of volume coming through. This might go now, but it's also going to be there's going to be a lot of liquidity, that's for sure, if I want to get filled a lot, but probably too much. I'm looking for it back down to 6 and 1.6 now, 160. Yeah, it is the close of the hour, 12 o'clock hour. Stuff has been running right now, so we'll see. I might have to not talk for a little bit because this is I will need 1000% focus. VRCA, what's this nonsense? We're not going to touch BRCA. Indo, I don't know why I have it over here. Yeah, it looks like it wants to go. Looks like it wants to look like it wants to go. If you know what I mean. Still don't like how much volume there is here. I'm going to let it pop now. I'm going to let my alarm hit if it wants to hit that high. So just getting used to the stocks that we're trading today. HKD, I just made a lot of very poor choices. I was not tuned in. I was out of sync with it. I was more in my head than out of my head. And I think you have to be really out of your head when you're trading. You got to be very focused on what's in front of you. In my opinion, by the way, this is not investment advice at all. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to invest or how to invest. Do your own research. Take your own risk. This is not, nothing here is for sale. Yeah. I'm not trying to teach you anything. It's for entertainment purposes only. I mean, I'm sure you can learn about some of the bullfuckery that goes on, but don't take this as investment advice because it is not. As you can see, I lose money too, even though I make money occasionally. All right, I'm just watching stuff now. I'm sorry. Get back to this review. You see how it made it look like it wants to go. It doesn't. I'm just going to need to do that a few more times. Volume's going to need to build. It's going to need to hold still. But even then, I don't know. I have an alarm set. I have it on a side chart in case it starts going. I have HKD on a side chart. So getting back to this. So we're going to keep reviewing this so I can learn from my mistakes. I kept wanting it to halt up. I kept wanting it to snap to 550, but I just kept taking these 1 to 5 to 10 cent losses back to back to back to back. I started to recognize that a little bit too late. There's another 3 cent loss, 4 cent loss actually. Down 450 now, down 460 now. The chart looks not so great now anymore. By a little bit of support there, sell instantly as it's not looking good. And now there's a lot of volume in those last 2 candles and they did not go anywhere. A lot of volume. I switched stocks now. Now I'm in a different zone. Now I'm thinking I want it to 2. Trying to kind of anticipate it here. I buy way too big for that zone. That was, I don't know if you guys saw that. That was 6,000 shares there. And it wasn't even phased. 6,000 shares, no slippage, wasn't phased. Yeah. And I think I just do it again. Okay, so right now I'm apparently trying to make shit back. I'm trying to make that 400 back very fast, and I think it's just going to snap to $2 here. Good amount of sellers there. I get out pretty easy. Oh, I have to argue with fucking Thinkorswim right now too. I accidentally go short on this too. Fucking annoying. It's probably gonna cost me like $50. The short prices are up to 600%, maybe $60, maybe $70. I don't know. I accidentally went short. Not here. It's gonna be annoying. I just lost 200 there ish. Yeah, so 250 now. Trying to play these lows below the 220 SMA. Note below 20 SMA. In downtrend. Is that what it was? It was downtrend? Where was I playing this? Yeah, and so then that put me down. This put me down. This kind of like dumbness of action here put me down. Literally last 30 seconds put me down $700. And put me down 700 on the day, but I was down 500 before that. That's fine. I just kept trying. Below 20, downtrend, and then buying the upticks. Does not work. Reminder. And then down here, where it actually was profitable, I think I get a little bit out. I hesitate a little bit here. Should have been out earlier. Just chalking up fees. It really needs to form a little bit of a base now. Still kind of grinding though when it does. Make any money off that? So everything's setting up here nicely. Should be in heavy right here. And light. Should be exiting right here. It failed, yeah. Okay. Give me a little bit of profit there. Not too much. Yeah, and then let me see if I can find the one trade that actually worked. Goes up, I lose money. It comes down, I don't make any money. I make a little on duo, and then this shit happens where I just want to see it. I don't even think I got it on video. Yeah, I didn't get it on video. Anyways, that's going to be it for this review today. It was 786 where the video left off, but I'm actually down only 350. Ended up recouping some of the losses. By getting green on TOVX finally, by trading a setup. That's it. I'm just feeling a little flat and deflated today. Sorry about it. You guys have a great day. Remember, this is not investment advice. Mind your own risk. Day trading is risky. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.